Hi everyone, my name is Nadia Akhtar Tareen and this is my video for exercise 1 negotiation. Today I'll talk about the lessons I learned from the videos we watched in class and how I would handle the negotiation between the Pine Needles and Ontario Place. Negotiation is an important skill for solving conflict and finding solutions that benefit everyone involved. In this video, I'll cover two parts. First, I'll discuss what I learned from the class videos. Then, I will explain my strategies for negotiating the Pine Needles concert contract. Let's get started. Part 1. The first video, Duel at the Mall, was about the rule of emotions in resolving disputes. I learned that emotion can make conflict much harder to solve if they are not managed well. For example, when people are angry or upset, they might say things that make the situation worse or harder to fix. The key takeaway for me is that staying calm and focusing on the problem, not the person, can help solve disputes faster. If you listen carefully and try to understand how the other person feels, it's easier to work together and find a solution. This is something I'll keep in my mind whenever I face a conflict. The second video, the United Sheep Montana, showed how important clear communication is during negotiations. In this story, there was a misunderstanding because the two sides didn't explain their needs properly. One side thought they were right, and the other side did not listen, which made the conflict worse. This taught me that we should focus on understanding the other person's perspective. If both sides are clear about what they want and why they want it, problems like this can be avoided. This is a good reminder to always ask questions and make sure everyone understands each other. In the third video, Getting to Yes, the orange example showed the difference between positions and interest. In the story, one person wanted the orange peel and the other person wanted the juice. If they had only focused on their positions, I want the orange, neither of them would have been happy. But when they talked about their interests, they realized they would both get what they wanted. This example taught me that understanding the real needs or goals behind someone's demands is the key to finding creative solutions. This is especially useful in negotiation when it's easy to get stuck on the surface level demands without digging deeper. Part 2. The Pine Needles versus Ontario Place negotiation. Now let's move on the negotiation between the Pine Needles and Ontario Place. The first issue is the dressing room. The Pine Needles want a nature-inspired room which with forest decorations, wooden furniture, and a fresh outdoor smell. They also want a private outdoor area to relax. For this, I would suggest a practical solution. Instead of repainting the walls, Ontario Place can use removable forest theme wallpaper. They can add wooden furniture and air fresheners to create the forest smell. For the outdoor space, they can set up a private area with temporary barriers to keep fans away. This way, the band gets what they want without making it too hard for Ontario Place to set up. The next issue is the ticket price and revenue split. The Pine Needles want to earn $30 to $40 from each ticket, Well, I would start by suggesting a ticket price of $60 with $40 per ticket going to the band. I think Ontario Place might offer something lower, like $20 per ticket to convince them to go higher. I would explain how popular the pine needles are with teens and preteens. The band can attract a lot of fans, which will bring in more money for Ontario Place. By highlighting the band's popularity, I would try to negotiate for at least $30 per ticket for the band. To help the negotiation, I would suggest an out of the box idea, a joint social media campaign. The Pine Needles could post about Ontario Place on their social media accounts to promote the concert. Well, this would help sell more tickets and give Ontario Place great publicity. This idea benefits both sides, so it's a win-win solution. I would introduce this idea during the negotiation to show that we are willing to work together to make the event successful. The hardest part of the negotiation, in my opinion, would be managing emotions and staying focused on their issues. From the duel at the mall video, I learned that emotions can make negotiations difficult. If either side gets frustrated or upset, it could stop us from reaching a good deal. To handle this, I would say calm and patient. I would also focus on listening to Ontario Place's concerns and finding ways to address them. This way, we can build trust and work towards a solution that makes everyone happy. In conclusion, uh, is negotiation is about understanding each other's needs and finding creative ways to solve problems. From the class videos, I learned valuable lesson about managing emotion, listening carefully, and focusing on interests instead of positions. In the pine needle negotiation, I used these lessons to create strategies for resolving the dressing room conflict, negotiating ticket price, and coming up with win-win solutions. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you find it helpful and interesting.